Okay, what I've got in there is 3.5 pounds of 80/20 hamburger, and I've got it about 50% browned up. To that, I'm going to add finely chopped onion, one onion about the size of a baseball, chopped up real fine. And we'll stir that into the hamburger while it's browning. All right now, what I like to do is take my chili powder and other dry spices and add it to the meat while it's browning. What I've got is here is a light New Mexico chili pepper, real mild, I think. So to that, we'll add, let's go with 2 tablespoons and see what happens first on that. And what I like to do is every time I add something in there, an ingredient into anything that I'm cooking, I like to stir it in, see what it looks like, and then add more if I feel it needs more. And the reason I put my dry spices in while I'm browning up the meat is to draw the oils out of the spices. Now I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of chili powder. And to that, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cumin. Cumin, you can overdo a cumin, so you have to kind of watch it. It'll get a bit of flavor to it. But right now, what it's doing is kind of giving a earth tone, for lack of a better term. All right. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano. This is fine ground Mexican oregano. You have to be careful with that too. The Mexican oregano is a little bit more pungent than other oregano that you get. I prefer the Mexican oregano in a chili or Mexican dishes. All right, now to that, I'm going to add, I'm just going to guess it, add it. I like to get these little bottles of squeezed garlic. Makes it more convenient. Kind of give it like maybe 2 tablespoons to that. Mix that in there as well. All right, now what I've got here is my homemade house seasoning, which is equal parts of granulated garlic powder, granulated onion powder, and black pepper. It doesn't have any salt in it. And I think that's about like a teaspoon, let's say. Now, at this point, you can add your salt to taste. Me and the wife are kind of low sodium, and we have to watch the sodium intake. I mean, you can go out there and get a carrot out of the ground and eat it, and it's got some sodium to it. All right, now, I'd like to add some crushed dry roasted tomatoes in there. And I'm going to rinse the cans out now because I paid for it. I'm going to get it out of that can. I just thought of something. It's like that commercial. It's my tomato sauce and I want it all. Anyway, all right, now I'm going to add to that some Rotel tomatoes with green chilies. Add it all in there. Add it all in there. All right, now. Now, I got some beef broth. It's unsalted beef broth. I'm kind of rinse these cans out a little bit. All right, now into that can, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this bone broth concentrate. Kind of give it a little bit more richer flavor. Just kind of guess at it. Sure. There we go. Yep. Still got some tomato in the bottom down there. All right. Now, let's stir it up some more. See what it looks like. Looking pretty good. Let's see if I can do this without killing everything. Look at that. Whoo! On! Stop this train. Oh, man. Y'all know I'm crazy. All right, now, I'm gonna give that just a little taste, see if it needs to be modified. No, that's good. That's good just like it is. Just like that. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. It's gonna get better though. All right, let's see. I think I'll just add the rest of this broth in there. I like these easy opening bottles. Always stop up. I want to share a little trick with you that I learned when I was in the moving and storage business. Moving furniture, storing furniture. For some reason or other, Instapot has an odor to it from the last thing that you cooked. I treat my Instapot as if it were a piece of plastic. Now, when you have a piece of plastic that has onion or let's say tuna fish or something like that in the plastic, wash it out with cold water. If you wash it out with hot water, the smell of whatever you've got is going to tattoo into that plastic, and you'll never get it out. You'll put some cottage cheese in there, and the cottage cheese just tastes like tuna fish because you had tuna fish in it last time. This is a stainless steel pot, okay? I wash it out with cold water, soapy cold water. Then I come back and I wash it out with hot scalding water. The cold water gets all the smell out of it, okay? The hot water sterilizes it. I take my my ring, the gasket, off of the lid, wash it out with cold water as well. Wash it out with cold soapy water only. If you wash it with the hot water, it's going to tattoo the smell. And wash the lid off with cold water, inside and out, and then come back and scald hot water and rinse it off with hot water, okay? Now, even though you've done all that, it still has an odor of the last thing that you cooked. But it's not going to be a strong odor. But this little trick right here, this is a coffee filter with a quarter cup or half a cup of coffee in it. After it all dries out, you put it all back together. Put this down inside your pot, close it up, put it on the cabinet, put it in your pantry, and stay there. It can stay there a month if you don't use it but once a month. Your Instapot but once a month, that's all right. When you pull your Instapot out of there, it's going to smell like coffee. And we're going to take we're going to cancel that, okay? We're going to put a lid on. All right, now look. See my cabinet right here? See my cabinet? Now, when I go to let that steam off, the steam is going to come out all over my cabinet, okay? I don't like that. I found this little gizmo, and I ordered it, and put it on here like that, and that way whenever I get ready to release my steam, it comes out the sides, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the bean and chili function for 30 minutes. Okay, the safety valve stem is down and there's no steam coming out. Let's see what we have in store here. Let's see. Now, remember, you take this off, kind of tilt it away from you. Kind of like that. All right. Let's see what Papa Joe got here now. Let's see what the Papa Joe got cooking. Ooh, wee. Something good.